I was invited to City Wave by Lindsay Chan. I was telling her about how I'd been back in the suburbs from the city for a while and I couldn't find a church. I'd been trying different churches every Sunday and nothing felt right, nothing felt like home. And she said, hey, I've recently gotten hooked up with a church called City Wave. I said, that's great, let me know when they're up and running. And eventually I found my way to a service and I have been coming ever since.
I first got connected with City Wave through Chris. I worked with him and he invited me over to Jason's house for dinner one evening after work. Talked about our lives and why they were here and then invited me to a service and the rest is kind of history.
I met Anna at Olive Garden and she invited me and I said yes. And then I came.
I actually got invited out for the first time. I believe it was the second service by Lindsay, my girlfriend.
We are big NASCAR fans, and last summer, as we were working through some difficulties in our marriage, I won us an auction to the Michigan race last summer in August. We went to chapel as part of it because it was right after the drivers' meeting. We listened to the chaplain, Nick Terry from MRO. His message spoke to us.
It was really right on target with what Sherry and I were dealing with at the time, and I was taken back by that a little bit.
So we ended up going to talk to him afterwards. We were from the western suburbs of Chicago. He says, well, you've got to meet these three. And it was Charlie, Martha, and Matt. That was on a Sunday in August, and 1 week later, we saw them at church.
When I met Selena, I felt like I'm gonna be friends with her. Like I felt like an instant connection. Once we got more comfortable with each other, I was just like, all right, this is perfect timing.
We were vibing.
Yeah. I invited her Easter Sunday for a City Wave service.
Yeah, the first one. You were so excited.
I was. When she came, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And then she came and
yeah, it was so much fun.
I think the biggest thing that I've received from this experience in attending City Wave would be that I have found a spiritual home. That's left the biggest impression on me.
I feel God has done a lot with Lindsay and I in our relationship.
It's so hard to find the words to describe how much it touches my heart to be a part of something so amazing and to be a part of something greater than myself.
You guys welcome anybody where they're at in life, and I really love that vision. I really do.
I just walked in and just like I was so like shocked because the people were just like so inviting and so like personal, and I like never experienced that at church. I was like kind of thrown off by it. I'm like, oh, like hey. The second time I came back, like everyone knew my name, so I was like, how did they remember my name?
I felt an immediate impact, I guess. I felt immediately welcomed. So.
Oh yeah.
Like I didn't really like have a relationship with God. Like I didn't like really know him like on that level. Like I would just go to church and like then it would just like kind of fade away. But like at City Wave, like I feel like I formed like a real relationship with God.
I've seen her wall come down. I've seen her be more open with people, forgiveness especially.
God has definitely touched my life. I got baptized. I'm just in a good frame of mind.
When I won that auction, I was sitting there watching the waves down in the city, and I think back, if I had not won that auction, I don't know if we would be in a very good place at all. I don't think it would happen. So we have City Wave to thank for that.
Thanks, City Wave.
I am so thankful that Lindsay and I went to Houlihan's for dinner and she invited me to City Wave because I can't imagine my life without you guys.
I am more grateful every day.
Very grateful for City Wave. I'm very thankful that Lindsay had invited me out.
Like I'm like so grateful. Just like changed my life like so much. Stop.
I'm not crying. I'm good.